Hello friends, welcome to Astro Vishaka Astrology channel. Today I'm going to discuss about the series which I am running about specific planets in each houses and what kind of effects you get. And obviously I refer to the ancient scriptures like Phaladeepika. So moon in 12 houses. Today is the topic. And as you know, your sun sign is who you are trying to be. It's totally externalized. It's your ego, your career, your outer world, out shell. But what is moon sign? So you can understand this is what actually we call when the lights go out. That time exactly the moon works. And that is a point where the moon's story starts. In ancient Vedic astrology, the moon represents the mind, manas, your deep subconscious mind, and your emotional security as well, and the literal lens through the which you can actually filter the reality. See what your mind is doing, constantly filtering the information is coming, and he's creating the thoughts around that. What you see, what you view, what you talk, everything is getting analyzed in the mind, and mind works in that manner, and he will come out what is right and what is not right. But here is a secret most people miss. Whichever house moon sits, it acts like a mirror for you. Why? Because it exactly shows where you bound to make experience your greatest emotional highs and lows, where you are the most vulnerable, because the tide is constant, but this is a area where you are been very vulnerable in that area. So today we are going to decode this ancient text, and we'll find out some of the secrets which are absolutely unfiltered. What moon across 12 houses. One of the placement turns person into a brilliant king or maybe advisor, and other lives with the fighting whole life with the hidden internal battles. So mind, you should understand, mind is a one thing which is, if it is good, other planets anyway will give good results. But if mind is disturbed and even other planets are good, you will struggle. So it's so important. That's the reason our whole life, our rashi, our sign, our lagna or janma nakshatra, everything is been starts with moon. Your dasha starts with moon nakshatra, and you can understand how important it is. Moon is a thumbprint of your past life which you are carrying here. So you say I am gonna experience the prarabdha. It is coming because of some of the images you're carrying from the past life which you want to continue in this life or probably finish those. So let's start with the 12 houses. I have divided again into the areas where you can understand each three houses have some meaning. So first three houses where you born, you sustain, you learn. That is the reason I call it as the foundation houses. Foundation houses in where you are getting evolved, you are getting grown, so you don't know at that stage what is your situation, but you are trying to grow yourself. So let's start with the beginning. Let's talk about moon in the first house. What is house? First house is all about yourself, lagna. If you were born during the waxing moon, you can carry a natural magnetic aura. Oh, with moon in the first house, classical text you will say you will enjoy a strong constitution, fearlessness, and very long life. You wear your heart on your sleeves because your mind and your body are completely fused, so connected with each other. So your emotions, your thoughts, everything comes so positively, and so at right time things will come. And but there is a catch. If the moon was waning when you're born, energy flips. So this is something which you understand why moon has waning and waxing make importance on everyone's life. Your mood and vitality will very fluctuate wildly and making you incredibly sensitive to everyone else's vibes. So you start absorbing others issues, and then you are get influenced with that. Now moon is in the second house, which is about your speech, wealth, your family, close friend, relatives, and all. When the moon illuminates this zone, it's a beautiful gift. Sweet, hypnotic speech. You speak, people will love to listen to you. And a deep love for learning. You have that kind of interest. People are naturally drawn towards your voice. They will attract to your voice. However, the ancient sages also left cryptic warning that displacement can bring a physical vulnerability. So also take care of your health and specifically see which sign is coming, and basis on obviously or not only on specific on moon but all other aspects of the chart need to be studied, and also divisional charts. Alongside highly sensuous nature will be there. You literally test and feel your security through your ownness and what you say. Now let's talk about third house. Third house is all about courage, actions. What happens here? Moon behaves like a warrior here, and restless warrior. Position brings support of siblings. Powerful, passionate drive will be there, but a fascinating paradox also happen here. What happens while you are strong and motivated? There is an intense protective mind or protective instincts over your resources. Always there is a kind of is it getting, it will protect me or it will save my bad days, something like that thought process will keep coming. Ancient texts also described as being called misery. So you don't easily let go what is yours emotionally and financially. So attachment is extremely high, and you know it's a upacha house. It grows as you grow in your age. So, you understand the first phase of foundation. Let's talk about the second phase of power, mind, and shadows, which is the houses of 4, 5th, and 6th. So, let's talk about the fourth house. This is the moon, where moon is in the Digbala. It's a directional strength, absolutely strong and strength, because moon. It's a fourth house. It's completely at home. Your emotions, your mother, your moon feels completely at peace here, and that sages predicts that a life of deep internal happiness is there. Now please don't consider it like happiness is connected with luxury. Happiness is happiness. You, even person sleeping below the tree with no money still can have happiness, but a stellar reputation will have, and the comfort of luxury vehicles and homes will be there, because moon naturally strong here and gives that strength to you, and you naturally become a very emotional anchor for your entire social circle. You are running the show for entire society. That kind of things people want are relying on you, and that's a great combination and great placement. Let's talk about fifth house. What happens in the fifth house? It's all about intellect, buddhi, knowledge, and expression, because your love affair is also in the fifth house. So that expression and knowledge and curiosity to know, that comes in the fifth house. It creates a true intellect. You walk with a gentle, dignified grace, possess a very brilliant mind, and blessed with exceptional children. So you children's will. So it's a good placement. In fact, classical texts state that the exact placement makes a person fit to be a minister of a king. That means he will be in the corporate ladder, he can grow, he can get a best of the best role as well because of his knowledge and strength. But also you understand this is not just, it's a purva punya also. So what you got from purva punya is intuition. It's a very sharp intuition, and your advice literally can make people create their empires. So your advice considered to be the best advice in the world. But the tide turns heavily when you hit the moon in the sixth house, the house of obstacles, enmity, dates, daily rattles. So here moon struggle. The moon takes warns of short lifespan, but again, not only a specific on moon being considered, but overall period of mental fog comes, distinct vulnerability is there, to stomach elements are there, and because the sixth house moon is all about conflict. So your own, while in some of the text it is also mentioned that sixth moon generally is not that bad. compared to like example, Mars is sitting in the sixth house or Rahu sitting in the sixth house. Moon is considered okay. Jupiter and Moon as considered okay in that area. It's not that absolutely bad. It only your mind gets burnout. um, your own mind can become your worst enemy. That is reason moon, you need to take care of your moon, leading to unprovoked anxiety and humiliation if you don't master your emotional reaction. So you need to really control your emotion. This is what the learning you do in this life. This is what God is asking you to learn. Now third phase comes houses number 7, 8 and 9, which talks about relationship and deep waters. Why? It's a deep area. Lock out of seventh is again a relation, deepness in the relation deepness in the your eighth house, deepness in your religious thoughts, and all those things which are generally practically you cannot think. You have to have those emotions. So in seventh house, the partnership, house of partnership, spouse, the moon acts like a mirror for the beauty. You are bound to have a striking and attractive looks. But the real blessing is in your relationships. The ancient promise is so faithful and illustrious and deeply supportive spouse you will get. So, so to see your reflection in the other means your emotional stability is completely tied to the harmony of your marriage. So you are comfortable if your relationship with your wife or husband is going well, you are doing great. In other areas, you will anyway success. Same way happens in the partnership as well. On by the way, seventh house moon is a place of retail outlet. So anyone is having the retail outlets and you can have regular customers. There is no drain dearth of a customer. It's always there is a some kind of customers keep coming and it's like a daily clients you are getting. So if you have the moon in the seventh house, obviously it's a great placement. Let's talk about the deepest water. And I feel even sages or anyone is not able to fully decode that eighth house because it's so deep. It's very difficult to open and it's a very complex and mystical placement. Classical text also incredibly blunt here that they warn that the person is going to be little sickly in nature, uh, and sometimes difficulties in the lifespan. But again, not only just lifespan, I think moon placement here is, or moon sees the life and death situation experience in the life where he go through a traumatized experience and go through a transformation. Every traumatized experience is a transformation to that person. He will become more and more mature, but bound to get such kind of experience when the moon comes in the eighth house. It's a zone of a sudden trauma and sudden transformation. Sometimes you get a great experience, sometimes you don't get a not so great experience. So your mind experience constant psychological deaths and life and rebirths. It's a tough placement for a physical peace as well, but it is unparalleled for unlocking the hidden wealth as well and occult secrets. So that is where you can utilize the house of it, which will make your life much better. Thankfully, we'll not talk about eight, ninth house become much more easy. So clouds, it's partly completely we reach to the ninth house of fortune. Fortune, it's fortune, your dharma, righteousness, your religious thoughts, and open moon makes you naturally virtuous here and wealthy and beautifully blessed with a family. So, superb combination, moon in the ninth house. Fortune seems to be find you effortlessly because luck is opening the door and your mind is always there. Moon is there asking you, focus here, you will get everything what you are looking for. Simply because your mind is naturally aligned with universal laws, righteousness, and higher wisdom. That's the benefit and the beauty of the ninth house you should look for. Houses, last three houses I talk about, it's about status and subconscious mind, and that is the higher realm where what kind of thought process you will get. But obviously To reach there, first you have to finish your karma and desire. That is house number 10 and 11. Only then you will able to know what is happening with your subconscious mind in the 12th house, your place where you are isolated. So let's start with the 10th house. When moon climbs up to the very peak in your chart, and that's a 10th house, is a career, public service, on also the status you can get. The success is virtually guaranteed. This placement makes you completely victorious over your competition, highly successful in your ventures. You aren't just ruthless conqueror, but your public life is defined to be a pious deeds and supporting good people. So you are by heart good here. You will do good for society, and that's a beautiful placement for moon here. The world sees you as a nurturing and protective leader. So lot of followers will follow you. He's my leader. I want to follow him. He's my leader. Let's talk about the 11th house, all about social circle and community and gains. When moon expands your social universe, you become highly high minded and high thoughts, wealthy and long lived, surrounded by royal associates and comfort. So, your social circle is going to be very influential social circle. Your desire manifests naturally. There is a blessing from your mother. Okay, because you instinctively know how to emotionally connect with the large group of people and network. Even with the large crowd, you have a one-to-one connection will happen with each individual who is watching you, is listening you, or looking you. So that's the great placement. And finally, the subconscious mind, finally, the 12th house, the last house, but not the least house. This is a house of isolation, loss, let go, disappointment, and biggest subconscious. A subconscious house having getting a subconscious moon, you understand how it will be. Traditional texts note that native can struggle with laziness, yes, and unhappiness, and face unprovoked animosity from others, from relatives, from friends, for no reason. Why does this happen? Because your mind is living in a different world, in a different tangent. People will not understand you. Even and that dimension is different, and you absorb. The problem is that there is an absorption happen by moon during. He will take the grief and energy of the world. Anything happens, it influences his mind and it get disturbed. Sleep pattern is problem. Late night insomnia kind of issues can be seen. What look laziness for others outside, actually just intense emotional overload. It's a lava inside the mind. People don't understand you. They will feel he's looking little absent minded. He's not to the present because he's always in a different dimension. That is what the 12th house. So all isolation, all disconnect with people, all uh, inner self. So those people, why this is purpose given to focus more on spiritual progress. The God's connection is this when you're all will say exits closes. You get only one door closes, that with the divine. So any placement in the chart is not bad. Every placement has a different purpose. And the purpose which you signed saying, with my moon, I want to achieve this. This is your hidden memory SIM card, or memory SIM card is carrying that memory specific data. This is what is your gonna experience whole life. So, what is the what you can see from entire this? You see, moon never changes its light; it only changes its house. So, where it sits in your chart, it dictates exactly where you learn to balance your emotional tide. It is very difficult house if it asks for your awareness. It's a very powerful house, then it will ask for your responsible behavior, which holds and which coming to an end of this video. Before that, just want to know, where is your moon placed? Comment. I would love to answer that. And what ancient scriptures are communicating, that is the answer I will love to give. And I want to see the which placement dominates our community today. That is my goal. So hit, if you like this video, then please give me a thumb impression, press the button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and if you found this insightful, share it with your friends who needs to understand their mind. So until next time, keep looking for the stars. Bye.